Hello my friends, and welcome back to Shadowrun Hong Kong. It's episode 13. Let us proceed to the parlor of Mahjong. Also, actually, before I talk to her... I was wondering if I should carry on my push to get my spellcasting power up. Or if I should start working on my intelligence a bit to diversify my spellcasting. $21, $42, $59 required to max out. I cannot decide. I will decide later. As you walk through the Mahjong parlor, you see the crew waiting for you, clearly uncomfortable, being so close to the triad boss. Then you see why. Kinley Cheng's cheeks are flushed and glowing. She's already hit the bottle pretty hard. Ah, Edmon, you're here. Excellent. Yes, Edmon, it's good to see you. They both have expressions that say they'd rather be anywhere else. Don't keep us in suspense, Alty. What did you find out about the plastic-faced man? Kinley Cheng takes out a PDA and gently places it on the table in front of her. The wiretap we placed on the police force has borne fruit. Her mouth breaks into a wolfish grin, her eyes take on a feral gleam. She appears fueled by alcohol and vengeance, a hungry beast on the hunt. My people have delivered a snippet of recorded video between Plastic-Faced Man and Chief Inspector Crate of the Special Duties Unit. Whoa. This should be good. Should we take a seat? Unfortunately, it's only a snippet. There were some technical difficulties with the tap. She glances at Bao, who nods back at her. The person responsible has been sacked. Chang reaches out a lacquered fingernail, hunts for the button she's looking for, and stabs it in victory. There's a loud crackly noise at the beginning of the recording, followed by a scorching squeal that makes Gobbet cover her ears in pain. When the video recording begins, the man's voice sounds far away, as if he's talking through a thick pane of glass. The woman is louder, closer. Say that again? There's something wrong with this line. I said my client isn't interested in hearing more excuses, Inspector. That's what I thought you said. I'm not making excuses, mister. I have a department to run. Not for much longer. If those two Westerners aren't found, they're linked to this Raymond Black somehow, and my client wants them out of circulation immediately. The two runners are his accomplices too, the little orc and the dwarf at the cyberdeck. Goat looks at Isabel wide-eyed and swallows hard. Isabel winks back reassuringly. I'm aware, Inspector, thank you. We don't know how much any of them know, and my client is adamant that the risk be mitigated immediately. I've already made this the SDU's highest priority. If Josephine wants more resources on it, I'm going to need the allocations from elsewhere in the department. That is a problem that can easily be dealt with. My client wants this over now. No more excuses, no more fuck-ups, no more cops floating in the river. Kylie Cheng smiles at that and pours herself a shot. Tell her we're redoubling our efforts. Very good. Dead or alive, you bring them to me. My client requires personal verification that the threat has been eliminated. Hang on, this line is getting worse. There's a sharp cackle and the recording ends. Kindly Cheng picks up a PDA and puts it away with a smile. She unscrews the cap on her bottle and pours herself a shot with a flourish. That's the guy we saw in the surveillance footage, the one who killed Raymond Black. She leans into the PDA. That plastic face looks a lot cooler close up. I think it's kind of pretty. That video doesn't tell us much. I mean, what do you know, there's an APB on us. All we're sure of now is that the man with the plastic face is definitely working for someone else. This Josephine. That's all we have, Monty, your first name. It's not just a first name, Gobbet dear, it's the first name. Josephine Tsang. She's the one pulling the strings. Kinley downs her shot and slams the glass upside down on her table. That disease-riddled dogfucker. I should have known it was her from the beginning. She drums her fingers on the table in front of her. She had the nerve to cool down the heat on my runners, on Nightjar. That what's that? Scarbarous fossil is going to play. This woman has enough power to order the HKPF to hunt us down. Cheng makes a wet hacky noise at the back of her throat and spits on the floor. She's the CEO of Sang Medical Services and a member of the Hong Kong Executive Council. Her face turns to a mask of disgust. Josephine Tang. Too much swearing for Christian YouTube. Let's cut to the chase. What's our next step? There's nothing much we can do to touch Josephine Sang. As much as I hate to admit it, but the plastic-faced man is a different story. He's a third-party operative who's been careless, and he'll live to regret it. Her little black eyes turn stony for a while. Sang thinks she can take out 2 of my runners and get away with it. I'm gonna have to explain things to her. She pulls out a thin black cigar and runs it beneath her nose. We're gonna find this plastic-faced man. We're gonna hurt him. We'll hurt him until we know everything he does. And then we will use that to strike back against Josephine Tang. It might be like Sang, but anyway. Occasionally, when I've heard this name pronounced, the S has been silent. And sometimes the S has sort of been there in a kind of Sang. And the T has been more silent. But it might be regional, and I've never been to Hong Kong, so there we go. You will have your vengeance, and I will have my own satisfaction. She turns away and picks up the bottle. Now, get out. I have work to do. Okay. Get out. Now I can go claim my money. You have one new message. Hey Seattle, I think we can add a little context to that thing between Auntie and Josephine. You know, the thing that makes Auntie hits the sauce and talk revenge. This is a combo of stuff I heard and stuff I put together myself, so your mileage may vary. For years, the Yellow Lotus acted as tax collectors with the Walled City. Since the Walled City was built by Sang and the Yellow Lotus was run by Auntie Cheng, they must have had a working business relationship for a while at least. What Nightjar told me, he was her favourite. You got that right? Auntie was known to be a real up-and-comer back then. She was on the fast track to be the next Yellow Lotus 438. That's a big deal gig, Seattle. Money and power galore. I need to know that there were a lot of triads and corps doing biz in the Walled City. All sorts of stuff. Sometimes they work together nicely, and sometimes people get bloody. The way I heard it, Auntie came up with some sort of grand plan to consolidate business in the Walled City. Power would be split between Yellow Lotus and Sang's company, and everyone would get a cut. Out. If her plan worked, Auntie would rise to the Lotus like nobody's business, and Sang would make a good long bank. There was a catch, though. In order for the plan to work, both women would need to jump through a lot of hoops. There'd be street-level manoeuvring and power plays on Auntie's side, and blackmail negotiations on the corporate level from Josephine. Info gets sketchy here, but from what I pieced together, Sang went behind Auntie's back and took her plan to her boss, a 438 named Wong Lung Fat. They cut kindly out of her own plan. Why'd Sang do that? My guess is that she saw Auntie as some sort of threat. People in the know say that Wong Lung Fat is weak and greedy. She can be manipulated if her palms remain well greased. Long story short, power was consolidated in the Walled City just like Auntie planned, only she didn't wind up getting any of it. Her climb up the Lotus ladder came to an abrupt halt. She's still a straw sandal, like she was before Sang backstabbed her. Now she's stuck in Hoya like a fly in amber. I'd be pissed too if it were me. Open the jobs directory. Give me the cash. Wamponians tell me they've ousted their council of elders, something to do with you exposing their efforts to cover up their own mess. It isn't the resolution I expected, but I think it's acceptable. If there's one thing I don't trust, it's people who won't pay what they owe. Thankfully, the Wamponians are more reliable than NG and her allies, and so am I. Your payment is attached. Right, let's see if... oh wait, we gotta do the sleep thing again. To progress. Stabbing pain in your stomach jolts you awake. Your entire abdomen is cramping up. You roll in your cot, willing the shooting pains that radiate from your stomach to go away. Your mouth is bone dry and your tongue is swollen. It feels like thick and inarticulate, like a useless slab of meat. One quick glance at your PDA tells you it's 4 AM. Outside your cabin, the rest of Hawaii sleeps. All you remember is that dream of you that you awoke from is horrible. Unfulfilled yearning and a need to get where you're going first. Others were behind you. You could feel the heat of their breath on your neck. If you were to beat them to your destination, you could slam the door in their faces, keep them out and away from what's yours. But if they overtook you, you would feel that terrible longing forever. As you grasp at your last fleeting memories of the dream, a wave of exhaustion washes over you and it feels like you've been drugged. You collapse back to your cot and into a black, dreamless sleep. When you open your eyes again, the sun filters in under the door. It's morning. Right. I've got nearly 4 grand. Let's see if technology has waddled forward. I've been thinking about the dreams. Can I ask you something? Go ahead. Why do you think they're affecting people outside the walled city? It's definitely strange. No, I thought the dreams were nonsense, that my mother had night terrors because of her madness. Now it's really happening, and not just me, but to others around Hawaii. This is some psychic forces that drove Mum insane are edging into our subconscious. Lately I've been wondering if there might have been something to our ravings. Maybe. I've been skeptical for so long, it almost feels blasphemous to consider it. Maybe the walled city's curse is real. Rubs her hand down her face, obviously frustrated. I just don't know. Well, you have the means to find out, that's true, but my mother's notes are scattered all over the shop. Most of her research is scrawled in the margins of books that you see on the shelves and piles of stacks all over. Clues need to figure this thing out could be in any one of these volumes, and there are thousands of them. Bad feeling about these dreams, Crafty. There's anything to do to get to the bottom of them. We need to take the opportunity. She sighs, straightens up. Yeah, I know what I have to do. It's just damn, look at them all. She entirely looks down from the book that she was reading earlier. I guess I won't be finishing this one anytime soon. Alright, we're going to get started now, but it'll take time. The House of Five Faces is jammed to floor to ceiling with books, and any one of them could hold valuable information. Check in once in a while, I'll share my findings with you. Sure thing, keep me updated. Show me your whereas. Right, Intelligence 3 required for Chain Lightning 1. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to go Intelligence 3. Willpower 9. until I can take this. And this, and I'll live with these for now. These two have become kind of sad. The only thing I like about this spell is it has a 99% chance to hit because it's so basic. But I guess it can just go. As my stats are getting really high, the I wonder what else I can put in the gear slot. As my stats get really high, my chance to hit is going to rise. So those can go. Still haven't gotten Siphon Life yet, but you know, whatever, I'll live. Okay, let's just go. Characters are still level 2, so it's going to be like quite a bit more game before we go any further higher. Which one shall we do? Let's do the Ares facility. Your PR buzzes, Raktor. My friend, there's something I'd like to discuss with you. Something related to the Ares run that you recently accepted. Go on, I'm listening. There are men, former colleagues of mine, at that facility. I tracked them here from Russia. They are thieves. They stole my research. Tracking them is the reason I moved to Hong Kong in the first place. Long last, I can recover what's mine and bring the villains who stole it to justice. But I will need your help to do it. I want, no need, you to bring me along on this job. Of course, you'll be the first man on the train when we head out. Thank you, my friend. I'll be there directly. You will not regret this decision. I guarantee it. So, as a goblin gets better spell-wise, I will be able to get rid of at least aim. And replace it with something a bit more spicy. Central Hong Kong spills out along the Victoria Harbour, all glittering chrome and neon flash against the night's darkness. The skyscrapers are a jagged nest of mirrored knives thrust into the sky, rendering the clouds as they ascend into the heavens. Ares Asia Holdings Complex squats menacingly over the Charter Road, a steel and concrete tomb intertwined with nearby buildings and a web of sky bridges and shared parking structures. You make your way inside and ascend to the 5th floor, a public foyer that connects the restricted areas of the complex. As the elevator opens, you arrive in a cold, dimly lit reception area. Beyond it, your quarry awaits. Exiting the Ares Asia's holding elevator on the 5th floor of the skyscraper complex, the antiseptic odour of the megacorporation's offices assails your nostrils. Immaculately detailed interior speaks volumes of the wealth and control the North American industrial giant has come to wield over the free enterprise zone. Racta glances at his bracer, pulling up a page of notes on Ares Asia Holdings and scrolling through it, looking for a lab between floor 15 and 40. Everything below 15 is shopping and recreation, and the residential areas span 41 to 92. Water repair circuits should be up there as well. I know Taylor and Hardingham. They'll keep it close to their main labs. They can work on the project in their off hours, and they'll need specialized testing equipment. Things you can't fit in an apartment, even a big one. Everything we're looking for will be near the main lab. Yes, once we plant the altered visitor record data, we can find the lab's precise location. From there, everything we need should be nearby. Welcome to Ares Asia Holdings, a division of Ares Macro Technology. How can I assist you today? I've got a report on drone field testing I need to present. But you're obviously not an Ares citizen. Why would you be presenting anything? Racta draws himself up, straight, puffing his chest out as he raises his voice. I'm Dr. Racta, formerly employed by Grishkin Avakor. I was the director of drone development for over 10 years, and the drone you see is part of my latest project. He looks unsure of himself. You can see his eyes flit to a conspicuous panic button mounted on the side of his desk, but he doesn't move. You aren't on the guest list. Racta plows on, his booming voice cutting the secretary's question in half. It's a fully autonomous quadruple defense and attack drone with integrated fire direction data management, adaptive auto-soft parsing, modular weapons integration. The drone redefines bleeding edge. What's more, it has adaptive experience registry subprogram. To wit, it learns. The secretary blinks a few times, his eyes glazed over by Racta's barrage of technobabble. Oh, yes, I see. That's a lot of interesting information. What should I put down on the arrival sheet, then? Racta regards the receptionist coldly and curls one corner of his mouth into a sneer. Put down that I'm here to make a sales pitch. If there's any company in this world with interest in cutting-edge combat drones, it should be Ares Macro Technology. Full report on field and stress tests, part time to failure, and combat efficiency. Do not like being delayed. Very well, have a pleasant evening, Doctor. Please stay on this floor until your escort from the Drone Research Division arrives. That was easy. This power conduit is labelled Elevator Control and Power. A series of tangled cables and wires weave in and out of the junction box as if it's been patched and repaired, and repairs made many times. A note is taped to the side of the box. For God's sake, don't touch anything in here without contacting me first. This box is the most temperamental piece of crap I've ever worked with. If anything gets unplugged, the elevator system will go down. Take the security card readers with it. Why do you spend all that nuyen on improving security if everyone has to take the stairs? The drone could fairly easily rip out some of these cables, rendering the elevator and employee ID card readers inoperable until repaired. The drone tears out several electric power control cables. A number of diagnostic lights begin flashing red. Looks like you're going to be taking the stairs for the time being. Who turned out the lights? I turned out the lights. This is a public matrix terminal for guests and visitors. Primary functions appear to be directory and news services as well as basic email. Also a perfect terminal if you to upload the faked visitor records. You slip the data chip into a port in the public terminal and let the worm go to work. After several seconds, the chip flashes green. Now Ares Asia Holdings records show that Golden Fong has visited on several occasions in the past. Dr. Taylor. Drone Division. Floor 24. Dr. Taylor is transferred to Hong Kong offices in Ares Asia Holdings from his previous post in London with Ares Europe. Dr. Taylor's research focuses primarily on drone weapons technology, though previous work is centered on cryogenics technology and the impact of matrix on social structures and human development. Dr. Taylor is the joint chair of Ares Asia Drone Research Laboratories with Dr. Ian Hardingham. Current projects include expansion of the Hazu Bay tidal power system, a proposal to expand the Hong Kong MTR maintenance program, and further research into machine learning. Drone Weaponry Division, Floor 27. Hardingham was transferred to Hong Kong, blah 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 blah. Same thing as before. As joint chair of Ares Asia Drone Research Laboratories, Dr. Hardingham's duties primarily related to research and development of new artificial intelligence solutions that will keep Ares macro technology competitive in this rapidly changing world. While specific work of drone research laboratories is classified, previous efforts have been centered around self-repairing machinery, robotic, game theory, and collective machine learning. Sorry, sir, the elevator systems are experiencing a temporary interruption of service. Until they back up, I'm afraid you'll have to use the stairs. Well, that sucks. Whatever could have happened. You know, I expect Ares employees to be more careful with data security, but I guess nobody's perfect. Most of the email is boring, lunch plans, updates on hardware requests, complaint about office lighting, things of that nature. One thread catches your eye, though. Don't know why you're having such difficulty understanding our matrix upgrades, Chong. I've given you the bypass codes for the blocker IC at least 3 times already. Maybe you should write them down or something. Anyway, here they are again. These codes should allow you to bypass blocker IC in our secure data store and also for security scheduling. Don't sass me, Corporal. I wouldn't be in this situation if you hadn't been promising the matrix upgrades would be complete next week for the past 6 months. After 4 months of waiting, I stopped thinking about it. Every time I make a pull request from our depot, that damn IC gets in my persona's face and demands another set of passcodes. Thanks for the bypass codes, though. I'll write them on the back of my hand or something. Most of this employee's records involve construction projects in and around Hong Kong, but one project referred to only as 2231 stands out. Dr. Chung. I'm concerned about the amount of resources you've requested to pursue Project 2231, particularly because we are Ares Asia Holdings, not Ares America. 2231 is Ares America project, not one of ours. What explanation can you offer for this request? How can it be justified? I understand your concerns, Director, but you should be aware that all divisions of Ares Macro Technology have been ordered to support Project 2231 where possible. Dr. Taylor and Dr. Hardman are particularly interested in testing their prototype in support of Project 2231. I am simply requesting enough manpower to find suitable subjects to test the prototype against. The risk involved in local research is unacceptable at this time. It's the entire reason the bulk of 2231 related research takes place at Complex 68G, and why 68G is in the middle of the frozen tundra. Be willing to divert additional engineers for Taylor and Hardingham's project if they would be willing to create another prototype with the intent of shipping it to Complex 68G. I'll talk to them about it, Director. If you think it's not possible any other way, I'll impress that upon them. No, that's all the same stuff. Contents of the page consist primarily of marketing jargon, smiling corporate citizens, and a lot of information about relatively recent incorporation of Ares Asia Holdings. Unfortunately, there's very little value here unless you have an interest in stock photographs and corporate jingoism. Nope. Oh, the Matrix Terminal. Let's go, Isabel. That's when I need to go. Now. There we go. Come on. Thank you. Uh-oh. No move for you. It's fine. He's got to come to me anyway. It's not a shooty one. And here he comes in all his shooty glory. Goodbye, System Trace. Come on. Ridiculous. This one I can just tar bomb his ass. I just noticed that there's an enemy down here, so I'm gonna have to fight anyway. And there it is. Okay, because the one behind there is going to be hard to hit. Go after it with tar bombs. Nice! Oh, he's not active. Okay, he is active. Never mind. I'm like, huh. Get wrecked. Rating 9? I have like? Secure database IC code GU4NYU. GU4NYU. Glorious. Oh, I forgot. Oh well, whatever. Actually, this might be an opportunity to lower my system trace. If I get into another fight, I can lower my trace. 2 other areas to explore. I killed the one that patrols the bottom area. Okay, this is another huge area. Let's go ahead and do this bit first. Let's go. Run, run, run as fast as you can. Please don't turn this way. Oh, phew. That was tricky. Ow! Oh, I'm locked in. Got him. Okay. This elevator override control is a waste of time. But what isn't a waste of time is killing these 2. And slowly improving my system trace while I do it. That's a guaranteed miss. I better do this because another hit will kill it. Oh, it's 6 turns for this to cool down. Okay, never mind. There was a time when it was only 5 turns. Sorry. Yeah, it's 8 now. It was like 5. Although 8 times 5 is 40. So, I mean, it is possible to reduce your system trace by dragging out an engagement against a single ice. One more hit. Right, that's kind of pointless, so... We already disabled the elevators. I don't care. If I get caught, I get caught. Rating 9. This looks like this will be hard life. Two, 2, 7, 7, 9. 5, 6, 7, 9, 3, 3. 5, 6, 7, 9, 3, 3. 5, 9, 9, 5, 3, 6. 5, 5, 9, 8, 4, 2, 6, 2. 9, 8, 4, 2, 6, 2. 1, 4, 9, 7, 2, 5, 6. 1, 4, 9, 7, 2, 5, 6. Got it. Subsystem currently offline. Appears to be a one-way switch for the gas system. Damn it. I cannot get this guy in one hit. And I think this one's gonna spot me as well. This is gonna become a clown show. I'd better power up. Let's rumble. Sweet, I got two of them before they could even touch me. That's fine. I guess that doesn't work anymore. Here. Nothing. Okay, so can I just leave? I've never tried jacking out without using the jack point. Hi! I see. That's how it is, huh? Oof! Damn. Sure, why not? Got nothing better to do with my AP. Oh! Here comes another one. And another one. We can always appreciate a good miss. Let's make sure that that doesn't get confirmed. If these are the last two guys and I kill them, I might be alright actually. Damn. Have like a self-repair protocol. It's like proper repair, not just like heal, but bad. Alright, let's go. Okay, there's one dude. Let's go break his kneecaps. Alright, that'll do it. I probably could have avoided setting off the alarms. Excellent, Edmund, we have arrived. We should make certain to find the auto-repair prototype while we're here. I'm sure it'll be around here somewhere. Good, there won't be too much work to pick it up on our way. Thank you very much for this assistance. Okay, and that is it for now, as we are out of time. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.